Hey traders, let's go over a couple trades today on the full access team. All right, in currencies. Pound yen, guys. Sometimes it's just as simple as following a 30-minute cycle. So I want to show you what we did in pound yen. I mean, we just bring up a simple chart with a 30-period moving average. And I think some of you get lost in your indicators. All right. I mean, we like to use the wave formation because it really does help with the trend. It's proprietary, and the TMS system I came up with. But just to emphasize the cycle here, all right, let's use this color. I came in today and I sold the high in pound yen, and it all had to do with this cycle. All right, so don't. I teach this over and over and over again, but this oscillations are an equation of motion, and this is a rhythm. All right, this is a rhythm of time that matters more, like a metronome. I don't want you using this as overbought, oversold. We use it with an understanding of time, which comes down to cycles, and majority of Wall Street only wants to teach price, right, and trend and momentum, and most people are chasing charts, meaning they're buying the highs, they're waiting for green, waiting for confirmation. They end up chasing buying high and selling low, right? We're shorting into the lows and covering into the highs. But when you have an understanding of time, your trading and consistency will completely change. And I guarantee you, this is what we do all day long on our trading team. This is what I teach. And it's as simple as just following this cycle cross. And this was basically a almost 5 hour downtrend. All right. So you'll see here in a second, but I signaled in our real-time alerts product to sell into this 40 level. I actually shorted it the first time up, being a little bit early and contrarian. So we'll trade contrarian. Most trading systems or people in the educational world or even on Wall Street that actually trade, they guys just chase the same old philosophies, but you don't always want to trade with the trend. There's plenty of times where you're better off the edges to be contrarian. This is one of those times. So I came in here a little bit short, built into position, covered some on the 1 minute, resold, and I'll actually show you also that there was a 15-minute cycle here that you had to sit through as well. There's a 15-minute cycle. Where are we? 15-minute. Okay, so after this move into the highs up here, let me move this out of the way, guys. Here. So this 30-minute cycle looks like this. Basically, that captures the entire price movement. But within this, we also pay attention to the 15-minute cycle. So at this point in time, we had to be a little bit careful and defensive. And this is why my traders, you're not going to have big drawdowns. We don't have days where we have big losing days, because when you know where you are wrong in the trend, which my risk was right above this high, now I give it a little bit of space. I'm not going to just stop and get out just because this trade's 10 pips above the highs. I don't believe in that. I believe you can work your size better and stay in a trade longer instead of being heavy and sloppy with your entry and then trying to make up for sloppy entries and too much risk by playing a really 5 to 10 pip stop, thinking that's managing your risk,
We're now seeing Express Scripts ESRX now down 12% here in the after hours.
Only to get dinged out, and then the market moved back down into the lows. So we don't trade like that, but the point is that when we have a cycle change and we know where our risk is, there's a time to be defensive, meaning you don't take on additional risk. You sell light, contrarian. But we ended up making some sales up here into the 140, 140 area. The cycle turns back down in here. And then even though price had really gone nowhere relative to where our average cost was, we shorted more on this cycle cross again, because then that is confirming that time that there's a potential another leg lower into the bottom of the range, and that's exactly what you got. So then we cover into the bottom of the 15-minute channel, and or you let some run with the longer term 30-minute cycle. So just kind of what that looks like in our active trader room today. All right, this is this product is actually going to be we're going to be blending it into the institutional product. So only traders that sign up for my full access team are going to have access to this at the old price. It used to be 150 bucks a month. It's now, if you want just the real-time alerts, it's going to be 250 to 500 bucks a month. There's just way too much time and signaling going into this that, you know, the institutional guys, it's just a different product. So anyway, but this is our active trader room, and this is the alerts we do in here every day: swing trade, day trade, longer term, core trades. And you have access to this if you sign up to be a part of our trading team. We call that our full access team. So this is me signaling on gold. Now here's me starting pound yen trade. All right, this is the 30-minute, or this is a 15-minute chart. So the 15-minute cycle was down, and we were moving up into the 30-minute cycle. And I even mentioned here contrarian short. So being aware of where you are in the trend. This is an opportunity to go short, and then we start working into the position. All right, here's the 5-minute. This is me selling, covering. We like to scalp it around on the 1-minute. That's the same as trading around a core position. Real hedge funds, real traders, have you ever taken any real risk? You don't just sit down at the day, get flat at the end of the day, go back short, flat, flat, short. You're trading around a core position over a longer term time frame. And there's times you're going to be heavier intraday. There's going to be times you're really light into a number or into the election like we had last night. That's trading around a core position. We trade it around the same way when we day trade. All right, here we are. This is at 6:40 in the morning. We sold into that 140, 140 area. And this is me covering. I'm reoffering above the market. That's what those lines are. All right. This is the euro. We signal a profitable trade on the euro. Again, just based on the cycle. This is a good visual. So here, shorting, covering bids, reshorting, and this is where I'm bidding below the market. Didn't get filled, sat through this little push against me, started covering into this dip, right? Here I was offering, didn't get filled. Here I reshorted a little bit here on the 1-minute, reshort, 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 and then I started selling in that 140, 140 area. Getting heavier, building up a nice average, and then bidding below the market, coming out of some here on this move lower. All right, bidding below the market, reshorting a little bit, and then covering here. And this is all our covering bids down in here. All right, so this is what we do every day together on our full access team. The best way to join, guys, I mean, you know, some guys have small accounts, some have bigger accounts, but we typically trade in this style. You can make anywhere between half percent, 1% a day on your account, but this is consistent. We haven't had a losing day in the room in over 2 weeks. I think we had 3 losing days in March. All right, so this is the consistency again that you can build up when you learn to work a position, learn to work your size correctly, and you do it with the cycle and you do it with the trend. There's not that much. Once you identify those components, there's not that much else. You can take out the human component of your trading and thinking and guessing and emotion and should I do this? Should I do that? Oh, I had some money, you know, in the trade. Should I take it all? We have a trading model that eliminates all that. All right. Anyway, some pretty good gains today. The best way to get involved with us is go to jenkinsrm.com. The name of my company is Jenkins Risk Management. And check us out. I mean, my background is as an institutional trader, traded cash treasuries, big size. I mean, we did probably 60 to 80 billion in volume every year. Traded with the biggest of the big, covered all the primary dealers. So we took real risk, guys. And then I took this model and wanted to bring it to more people on an independent scale, and then just go into other markets other than just fixed income. So that's what we do. This is our full access team if you want to sign up for that. We have a chat room. Again, this is my real-time alerts product. If you want to sign up for that, I would do it now, or talk to us about joining the full access, which would give you the real-time alerts as a part of joining full access. And everything else is pretty, you can roam around here, it's pretty self-explanatory. Alright guys, so guys on the team, we'll catch you back here in the morning.